Hello, welcome to HunterTuned. I actually just left the junkyard and I picked up some Ford Taurus fans, and I'm going to throw those on my Mustang later tonight or tomorrow. They're actually a 2-speed slim fan, so can't complain for what I paid at the junkyard for them. I got them for $5. So yeah, can't complain there. They should fit my radiator in my Mustang, and I'm going to wire the high speed on both of them, put one on the front of the radiator and then one on the back of the radiator. So hopefully we have good flow through the radiator, and maybe the cooling fans will help fix my overheating issues. Now in this video, guys, we are going to be tuning a Honda Del Sol. It has a Z6, I believe. It's a single cam with a turbo kit, and the motor is built up pretty much quite a bit. And yeah, we're going to be talking to the owner and checking his car out and fixing it up for him. All right, guys, so we are working on this Del Sol here. This is 608 Garages. I don't know if you guys maybe seen in the comment section, he comments on quite a few of my videos, and he ended up bringing his Del Sol up here for me to tune it. So I'm just going to give you guys a quick walk around of the car. Motor's a Z6, right?
Yeah, Z6.
Alrighty. It's got eagle rods.
Yeah, eagle rods.
Stock bore, or is it bored out?
76 mil.
76 mil, same as Michael's. He went 40 over on his too.
Yeah, I didn't want to go to the unsafe part.
Right.
I wanted to keep it somewhat safe.
Yeah.
Because
76 is, I think, the max safe spot you can really go to on a single cam.
Yeah, my goal is to hit that 496 world record mark.
Right.
I want to beat that non-sleep record.
Yeah.
Just one step at a time.
Right. Yeah, he's got a Hondata S300 we're tuning it on. He's got a Brian Crowler Stage 3 camshaft with Skunk 2 valve springs and retainers in it. Got some RC 1000s and Golden Eagle fuel rail here. What fuel pump you got in it?
Wallbarrow 455.
Okay, nice. What wheels are these?
They're eBay.
Just eBay?
Yeah.
Nice. They look pretty decent.
Yeah, knock off of the XXRs.
Right. So we were actually out when he pulled it off of the trailer. It actually had an oil leak, so we had to address a few issues with the oil leak, and then had some tuning bugs we had to figure out so we could actually get the car running smoothly. We had a few vacuum leaks. I had to fix a few vacuum leaks here, and now we're about to adjust the camshaft, because the camshaft is actually set 6 degrees on the retarded side, so we're gonna have to move this back to 0 just to get a base, and then we'll see how the car acts to know where we're gonna set the camshaft when we're done. Usually I like to start off aftermarket cams at the 0 degree mark and then tune it a little bit, see how the car feels. If it's really lazy down low, I'll put some advance in the camshaft, and if it's too spunky down low, I'll put some retard in the camshaft. Kind of just like a ghetto street way to tune the cam. I know you're supposed to have a dyno and shit properly, but we obviously don't have a dyno.
We're hood rich.
Yeah, we're hood rich. So yeah, this is just an eBay turbo kit. It's just an eBay manifold. I told them to watch out on these manifolds. They tend to crack kind of easily, but we're just going to send it for now. And just a 50 trim typical eBay unit. But yeah, so we're going to get on the S300 here and dial it in a little bit after I get the camshaft set to 0. Alright, so I'm currently in the car here, and we are tuning this thing up. We had a bunch of issues. I had a check engine light at first, and it was for the idle air control valve, and he actually had the idle air control valve and the power steering switch mixed up, so I had to redo that. Now there's no engine lights and no vacuum leaks or anything, so it's idling pretty smooth. But one thing with these RC 1000s is they don't like to idle lean or like 14.7. If you want it to run smooth, you're gonna have to idle them 12 to 13 area, just because they're the fat style injector and they're not like an ID or like my decapped injectors where you can idle them normally. But anyways, so I'm just kind of going through this thing and seeing what's going on with it. Seems like everything's pretty happy. It's running extremely smooth. This oil light's on because the sensor's not plugged in, but she should be good. It definitely has oil pressure, so yeah, we're probably gonna go spin this thing around the block and see how it is, and see what parts of the table we need to adjust. I have a lot of this already set up from previous maps, but yeah. All right, we're out driving this thing, and it's cruising pretty smooth. Air fuel's at like 13.5, so that's actually pretty damn good right out of the box already. But I noticed when it comes back down to idle that it likes to dip really low, so we may have to adjust the throttle stop on the throttle body to accommodate for that issue there. But I mean, it drives pretty smooth. Alright, so I'm noticing now when it's coming into boost that it's a little bit lean, so we're gonna actually have to chuck some fuel into it.
Super rub.
Sounds pretty good though. Oh, it's not on fire. That's a good thing.
Shit. Back at it.
It's always fucking nerve-wracking building the car, or like first time driving it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I got so much damn money into it. Now I'm fucking. It's not like I have money to redo this.
Alright guys, so we had some issues with the car running a little bit hot. The Hondata actually threw a check engine light, because normally on a Hondata it'll be set up so it'll throw the check engine light if it gets over 210 degrees, which we were sitting idling for a long time, and he did not have the fan wired, so we just wired the fan up and got it cooled back down, and hopefully no more overheating. So we're going to have the fan running now, and I'm going to set the fan up in Hondata so that it will... so that the fan will come on at like 190 or 200. So we'll go to protection, and then we'll have fan control, radiator fan, and we can set this at like 190. And then it'll shut off after 30 miles an hour. So if the car is moving, it won't need the fan on. So we're just gonna update these changes to the computer quick. And see if the fan's on. Yeah, I kicked it on.
Oh, it's blowing the right way too.
Blowing the right way? Sweet. So now we got the fan working. This thing should be all dog pile chicken smile. Alright guys, so we started tuning on this thing. We were driving around, everything was working really good. But we noticed that something's burning. It smells like a burning smell. And sure shit, as soon as this thing comes into boost, it blows right through the clutch. So can't really tune with a smoked clutch. So he's gonna have to get a clutch for this thing, and hopefully bring it back for some more once he gets everything else dialed in. But yeah, sorry we had to cut her short on this thing. But I mean, it is working a lot better now, you know, than it was.
I'm happy with it for now.
Yeah,
I mean,
at least it runs and shit. Got everything else sorted out on it.
I'll order that stage 5 clutch for it.
Yep.
Get the turbo and the head, you know, the header all done, and bring it back to you.
All right.
The new wastegate and all that.
Yep. Yeah, the wastegate's also, he put a really small spring in it, and it keeps hitting the boost cut at 15, so it definitely needs something addressed with the wastegate as well, and yeah. Okay guys, so we got that car all tuned up, happy customer, happy me. The only thing that sucks with that car is it did have quite a few issues when it showed up. A lot of times, you know, it's nice to have the car prepped and everything's perfect before you show up for a tuning appointment. A lot of times if you were to go to like a big shop or something like that, they usually charge a lot of money extra to deal with that kind of stuff. But I'm a nice guy here at HunterTuned, and I mean, I can diagnose stuff pretty quick. I can fix little things on Hondas very fast compared to a lot of people out there. So, I mean, I'm always willing to lend a hand when I can. I just don't like if people overuse the abilities. Sometimes people think I'm a miracle worker and I can replace a head gasket in 5 minutes. But this stuff wasn't too big of a deal. We got it all taken care of. I didn't get to work on the Mustang at all, but I did get the fans from the junkyard this morning, so I may throw the fans on this thing tomorrow, or I may wait and I might pick up an F-body radiator, because a lot of people don't even run this style radiator with Fox bodies, especially with how old this thing is. This radiator looks original, honestly, so it could be clogged or something like that, because it's almost a symptom of the car not having a good enough radiator in it, because it just slowly creeps up on the temperature. And I bet you if I put the fans on it, it would, the temperature wouldn't creep up as fast, I bet. So I don't know. I feel like the fans would just band-aid the real problem, and I bet you if I had a good radiator on this thing, and everything was working normally, it probably wouldn't get above like 170 degrees with the fans on. I talked to Matt Happel tonight from Sloppy Mechanics, and he kind of said the same thing. He's just like, you know, him and A21 Bravo, actually, and they both actually said, you know, my shit doesn't get hot at all. So, I don't know. So, I think the next step of action on the Mustang is to just find a radiator for it. Whether I get like an eBay aluminum one or if I just pick up a F-body one from the parts store, I'm not sure yet. But we'll pick up on this thing another day. We got quite a bit stuff done on it. It's got good oil pressure now. All that stuff's good. So, yeah, anyways, if you guys haven't seen all the videos on this car or any of the Honda stuff, be sure to go check that stuff out and subscribe to my channel. Like this video if you enjoyed it, and we will see you in the next video, guys.